Hi guys, Jennifer here from My Purpley Life, and it's time to decorate your planner today. So the theme I'm going to be going for is a theme that was requested by one of my viewers. She told me if I could do a school theme. So for the whole month of August, since everyone's back to school here in the US, I will be doing some back to school themes for the entire month. So the first theme that I'm going to be doing for today is this one right here. I kind of just did it playing around, seeing what worked for these pages. I'm going to be using this awesome washi tape, which has some mathematical equations and things like that on here, and it looks like it's on this green chalkboard, which it reminds me of. So this is the washi tape here. And then to tie in with that green in the background here, I found this little green thin tape. This one came in a pack from Joann's, I believe. I don't remember the name of it, but it was it just came in a pack of lots of different colors. And what I did is that's the closest green that I found to match this. So I just cut it in half, and I will show you how to do that with my paper trimmer. And then I chose this really cute Hello Kitty back to school themed washi tape, which looks like this here. It has some books, some pens, an apple, and just really cute. Again, it has some little greens in there to tie in with the green and the washi tape here. And of course, I'm just gonna stamp with a black ink, which I haven't done in a long time actually. So the black ink that I'm going to be using today is this one here. It's by Quick Quotes. It's called the Powder Puff, and it is a chalk ink. Again, I love to use chalk ink on my pages because there is no bleed through. And I will be stamping this week with my MUJI stamp. I haven't stamped with this for a while, and it's a great clean look. So again, this is a rubber stamp, which is different from your typical Studio L2E stamp. It's just like your normal rubber stamp, except it just has this clear block on it already, but it is still rubber. So I will be using that as well. So as usual, let's go ahead and just remove the pages from your planner. Just like so. I am using a new type of paper, which is a 32 weighted paper. Before we go ahead and get started, let me just show you how my pages were from last week. So again, it was a Hawaiian island theme or tropical theme, and that's how that looked like pretty much. Okay, and again, these are inserts from Philofaxy.com. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab that green washi tape. We're going to place that right here on the top. I'm not going to do any special designs or anything. I'm simply just going to put this onto the page. Now, what I'm going to do to make this easier for me, since this tape, I'm looking at the print and it's on this side. If I can't put the tape like this, then it would be upside down. So I want to make sure that you can see those equations correctly. So I'm going to have to flip my paper around. Again, starting at that outer edge there and just following the edge of the paper. So now what I'm going to do here is I can either carefully cut with my X-Acto knife, or I can just go ahead and snip this off right here with my detailed cutting scissors. So that's that there, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, I'm going to flip this over and just place the washi tape along the edge of the paper. Okay. And then what I can do is flip this over and then cut along the edge there. because this is a dark tape. I couldn't see the edge of the paper, or you can kind of just go along the edge there, but I like to flip it over. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to get that green tape here and put this along the bottom. As you can see, the margin on the bottom is very thin, so I want to use something thin so that I don't block off any of that writing space. So how I do that is I take my paper trimmer. Again, I love paper trimmers from Fiskars. They just cut really well, and you can get these replacement blades anytime you need a fresh cut. But I've had this blade on forever, and all I do is cut washi tape, so it's hasn't been a problem. So as you can see, that tape is pretty thick. I want to just eyeball it and see how much tape I need. I need about that much. Just rip that piece off. Now I want to place this right directly in the middle of that cutter. Seems like it's about right there. When I press this down, it creates an indentation in the tape. Let me zoom in there for you guys so you can see that. So as you can see a little bit of that indentation, so I know if I need to adjust the tape or not. It seems like I'm a little off here, so I'm just going to remove it. Again, press that down, see if I'm in the middle. That seems pretty good there. So then you just close this and just slice it. Now I have 2 even pieces of tape there. So I'm just gonna take that off and place that on the edge here. So you can do this with any type of washi tape. If you want to trim it a little, don't be afraid to cut it, so that way you still have a lot of writing space. I get a lot of questions about, oh, if you decorate so heavily, how can you write on your page? It really depends on you and how much you actually write on your pages. I tend to write a lot, so I want to make sure I maximize my writing space as much as possible. Okay, so now I have that. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take that Hello Kitty tape, and I'm going to use it sort of like hole protectors. So I'm trying to think of the term. Is that the right term? Hole protectors? Hole reinforcements. So it's basically going to act as that. So that's another way to use washi tape. If you don't want to maybe add the washi tape here, you can use washi tape to reinforce the holes. So I'm just going to go along the edge here, just like this. And then trim it off here at the end. About right there, I would say. And then the same thing on the other side. So now what we're going to have to do, since that washi tape is blocking the holes, is we're going to have to re-punch our pages. So I want the Hello Kitties facing each other. So another thing about having a Philofax or a ring binder planner is that you want to invest in a hole punch. Now you can get your regular single hole punch if you don't plan on making your own inserts, but I highly suggest getting a good durable hole punch, especially if you're going to be making your own dividers or making your own inserts. I think that it's important to have a hole punch. There's a couple types of hole punches that I use. I use a cinch machine when I do some dividers, or if I'm punching a lot of pages, if I'm doing inserts for the whole entire year. I also have this, which is by We Are Memory Keepers, and this is called a Crop-A-Dile. And basically, right now it's in the locked position. If I want to unlock this, I can go ahead and unlock it like that for when I store it. And then it says open right here. So if I open that up, I can see the hole and where I need to punch. So I just flip this over so I could still see the holes, and I could just sort of eyeball it. And it's going to be about right there. So I could do that. Or if I have a diary punch, now there's lots of different types of diary punches out there. This one in particular is the KW Trio punch, and it's really fast and easy to use. What's great about this is that it has guides that will help me punch. I want to make sure I'm punching in the same place. So it's right there. And then now you have all your holes punched really fast and easy. I'm going to do the same thing here. Again, what's great about this is that there are grooves here which tell me where I need to place the paper. And so I'm kind of just looking at the edge right here and hoping that it's at the edge of the paper, like so. I think that's where I need to be. Okay. And then just take out any bits of tape there. Okay, so now I want to stamp up my pages. I'm gonna keep this really simple since the tape is really heavy. I don't want to add any other tape in between, but you could certainly do it if you want to. I am just going to stamp my pages now. So I'm going to use my MUJI stamp. Now this one is a little bit different from my VersaMagic. I can just, if you have a bigger pad, you can just leave this on the table and then have your stamp directly onto the pad like that. Now, the thing about this, when I'm stamping as well, is that if you want to change out your cutting mat and get something a little bit more like a mouse pad, because that has a little bit more bounce to it, so that when I stamp on the page, it's going to give me a more cleaner overall stamp. Okay. Versus if you were to stamp on a flat surface or your table without, let's say, your mouse pad or some type of padding underneath, it may not be clean, or it might not look even. As you can see, I've stamped on this paper. See, there's some uneven spots like so. So that's why I want to use this mouse pad. And I think everybody should have a mouse pad nowadays. So you don't have to get a fancy pad or anything. I'm so used to getting the ink and stamping it onto my stamp. And then I'm just going to write in a little quote for you guys, because I know you guys love my writing. So I'm going to take my green pen and I'm just going to write a little quote up here to help you guys get started for the whole school year. That's pretty much it, and I always like to just do that, and it gives me a little inspiration for the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Let's go ahead and put this back into my planner really quick. And then add in a few more stickers here. I do have some Hello Kitty stickers, which has some school themes on it, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to add this one right here. I'm going to put another one. Let's see here. I can put a little Hello Kitty maybe up here or over here or over here. Let me see. Oh, I have this one. Hello Kitty's carrying a book. Maybe in this little corner right here. And again, see, I'm not decorating it too heavily, just using some really small stickers. I don't like to use big chunky stickers because again, I value my writing space. And yeah, so that's it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you guys like these pages, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with any other decoration videos that I may have. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.